Oh, my apologies. My microphone was being stupid for some reason and it wasn't picking up. All right, let's try this again. Hey, Greg. What's going on, man? My apologies. My microphone was being stupid. OBS said, you know what? It's there, but I'm not going to listen to it. So, fuck that noise. Anyway, I've had a very difficult day. I was not going to let the machine ruin the last of it, so I'm back. So anyhow and anyway, without further ado, I am Kirkermus Prime, and you know what? Too often in life, there are questions that we don't have answers to, which is why today we're gonna crack open a mystery and get a few answers that we can. All right. So without further ado, this is Death at a Dive Bar from Hunt a Killer. Basically, Hunt a Killer is a monthly subscription box where you get bits and pieces of an ongoing mystery. This is their first retail set. I got this one at Target, but you can find it pretty much anywhere. Basically, I'm going to dig into it and see if it has any merit. If it's a good one, I'll keep playing. I might check out more of these in the future. If not, hey, we'll have learned something valuable. But in the meantime, I hope we're going to have a fun time going through all the secrets, the bits and pieces in here, and we'll have a little fun. I do want to mention, before we start, if you look down below the screen, we do have sound effects available to us. I hope they work. I've got some for channel points, some for bits, because, quite frankly, I do need to make a little extra money, so I am going to charge you to jump scare me with sound effects, so there you go. Unless you got channel points, those are totally free just for watching, so. But let's dig into this. So, now the box says that this is a difficulty of 1, so that's an easy. It says it should take between 45 minutes to an hour. Well, we'll see if that's true. Put the lid aside, and we've already got a lot of stuff in here. Let's take a look at the manual. All right, welcome to Hunt a Killer, Death at the Dive Bar. Contained within this box is everything you'll need to solve the murder of Nick Webster, the owner of Old Scratch Tavern in Perdition, Indiana. Ooh, that's not too far from here. You will assume the role of a private investigator to uncover the truth about what really happened to Nick on the night he died. Along the way, you'll investigate suspects, string together clues, and crack a few codes to unravel the mystery to bring the killer to justice. Inventory list. Here are the items within your box. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at everything and make sure it's all here before we start. Very important. All right, so letter from private investigator Michelle Gray. Okay, what's this? Solutions. Oh, well, I don't want to read that just yet, so we'll set that aside. And that's here at the bottom. Do not open until you are ready to answer. It says 2 documents inside, okay? All right, so this is the letter from Michelle Gray. This is probably like our backstory. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. Let's see, we've got... You know, rather than just go through this, let's just go through these one by one and just start reading. But let's see if there's anything else important in the instructions before we get too deep. Your mission in Hunt a Killer, Death at the Dive Bar is to identify the killer of Nick Webster, working alone or as part of a team. That's right, because I'm a lone wolf investigator who doesn't play well with others. Except when I do, which is most of the time because no book only has one character, you know. Let's see. You will need to discover clear means, motive, and opportunity to find the killer. Only one suspect will fit all 3 categories, and discovering who it is will allow you to identify them as the murderer. To accomplish this, you'll need to carefully read each document in the box, examine the items included as evidence, and crack codes hiding key information. Begin by checking to make sure your box contains all of the items on the inventory list. Several objects are sealed inside a locked bag. When you discover how to open the bag, there will be 3 pieces of evidence inside. In addition to the items and documents in the box, you may want some means of taking notes on hand to help you with your investigation. Obviously, they don't know me. I'm a very organized person. I write down everything. See, throughout the investigation, you'll be going over the documents and interacting with the items of the case. We recommend organizing the items in a manner that feels most comfortable to you, but from which you can easily see each piece of evidence. I don't have a lot of table space, we'll just have to keep stacking it. Getting started, the first document to look over is the letter from Gray Investigations. In it, private investigator Michelle Gray outlines the case you've been assigned to solve and gives you tips on how to conduct your investigation. She also gives you a few tutorial codes to break. From there, the rest of the documents and items are yours to explore. Read through everything, take notes, examine the items. The truth is yours to uncover. Hint, if you're feeling stuck and need some help for the next steps, try reading through the letter from Carmen Rojas to give you more details about the case and the suspect profiles to give you more information about the individuals potentially involved in the murder. After that, start putting together a timeline of events and figure out how the documents relate to one another and the characters. The gameplay of Hunt a Killer, Death at the Dive Bar revolves around finding which suspects had means, motive, and opportunity to kill Nick Webster. Means, the method of the murder. Investigating this aspect will involve looking at clues found at the crime scene to determine exactly how Nick died and who among the suspects could have carried out the actions involved. Motive, the reason why the killer attacked Nick. Many people could have killed Nick, but without a clear reason for why they would want him dead, they cannot be a strong suspect. Investigating this aspect will involve looking at Nick's relationships with each suspect and determining where there were sources of conflict that might have led to violence. Whoa! Thank you for the sub, Azri! Very much obliged, my friend. That's 39 months. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, dude. And a boop. There it is. Boop to you too. Thank you, Azri. I really appreciate that. By the way, in case anybody's curious, that should have triggered that unless resubs don't go towards these. Anyway, I figured I would try my hand at a sub goal and just see if we can hit a target number. I don't know. I put 15. There's something really special. I just want to see if we can do it. We did it once. I want to see if we can do it again. Why not? Anyway, where was I? Opportunity, the ability for the killer to have been at the scene of the crime at the time of death. Investigating this aspect will involve creating a timeline of the murder and comparing these times to the alibis of each suspect. Be careful. Suspects might be lying about where they were the night of Nick's death. Be sure to verify their alibis with evidence. Once you have a suspect with means, motive, and opportunity, you will have your killer. Hint, if at any point during the investigation you feel stuck or would like a little help, you can visit our website for clues. Visit deathatthedivebar.com and navigate to the Hints and Reveals section. Then enter the password DEVL0666. The Hints section contains spoiler-free clues to help you along in your investigation. And we got some code breaking, need help, further investigations. All right. We'll go ahead and set that aside, and let's just start digging in here. So this is the first thing it says to look at. The letter from Gray Investigations. Hello, Investigator. I'm so glad you've joined Gray Investigations. I'm excited to be mentoring new members of our investigative team, and I trust you're up to the challenge of solving this crime. Your client, Carmen, was struggling to get anyone to listen to her before she came to us. I don't know what the local authorities were thinking when they ruled Nick Webster's death an accident. As soon as I took a look, I knew she was onto something. There's no doubt in my mind Nick Webster was murdered. It's just a matter of figuring out who killed him. Carmen's already managed to identify 4 clear suspects, each of them more than capable of committing the crime. As you're working this case, pay attention to your suspect's means, motive, and opportunity. Only a combination of all 3 will reveal the killer. When it comes to alibis, you should be able to corroborate everyone's whereabouts at the time of the murder. Anyone who can prove they weren't at the scene of the crime is probably in the clear, but it's not enough to simply exclude innocent suspects. To truly crack this case, you'll need to work out who the real criminal is and why they committed the crime. I'm enclosing all of the evidence Carmen sent. As you review her notes, remember, a good investigator never takes a suspect at their word. You should always be able to find information that confirms or contradicts someone's claims. Oh, and I should warn you, a little familiarity with code breaking often comes in handy in cases like this. Unsurprisingly, people with something to hide often use whatever methods they can to conceal their true intentions. I've had to familiarize myself with a lot of different varieties of cryptic communication over the years. I have left you with an example of one of the most common types of codes I've encountered to help you get up to speed. But don't forget, once you understand the principle, there are lots of different ways to apply the theory. Alright, I think I've given you all the advice I can. You should have what you need to find the killer if you're able to interpret the evidence. Good luck. Michelle Gray, Private Investigators, Gray Investigations, LLC. Okay. Oh, it's got some on the back. We've got a shift 1. Okay, so a shift 1. Basically, you take all of the letters and you shift them one position in the alphabet. So in this case, an A becomes a B. We've got a shift 3, same principle, but with more steps. And here we've got a shift 8. Okay, again, same thing. Although it looks like in this case, is it going backwards? Like a B becomes an A, and a D becomes an A? Okay, 1 is an A. Oh, numbers. Huh, okay, that's weird. Well, anyway, let's see. Should we go ahead and see if we can crack these starter codes? All right, let's go ahead and set these all aside here. Now, those of you who saw me go through the empty faces some time ago know I did plenty of code translating on that stream. So let's see. We have XIFO. And let's see if we break this one down here so it's all one off. So just to save time, because I'm also a little lazy, you know, people always say, you know, you gotta recite the alphabet backwards when you get pulled over. I could never do that sober, so. Schottenheim Rheinbach, welcome to the family. I probably butchered the pronunciation. Is there an abbreviation for your name I might be able to use? just in case. Short? Yeah, a little shorter? I call you Rheinbach? I'm not entirely sure how to address you, my good friend. All right, but let's see. So if we shift 1, we have W, I becomes H, F becomes E, O becomes N. So win. ZPV, that's probably U. Y, O, U, yep. By the way, you'll notice I'm actually taking the time to write this out in my notebook rather than going through and writing it directly on here. When this is all over, since I'll have already solved the mystery, there's really not much reason for me to keep the box. I'm probably going to give it to a friend, or I might even give it away in the Discord. I can't stay, but I'm opening the tab. Have a nice stream. Well, thank you so much. And again, welcome to the family. It's always appreciated. Hopefully you will enjoy the sounds of my voice while you work. Okay. So ZPV FYD. Oops, nope, I skipped one. It's IBWF FYD MV EFE UIF JN QPTT JCMF. All right, so I, that's H, B, A, W is V, F is E. When you have E, X C L excluded T H E the. When you have excluded the impossible, only the possible remains, or something like that. I believe that's actually a Shakespeare, or not Shakespeare, Sherlock Holmes line, but that's probably what I'm going to end up with, I'm betting. All right. Let's see. J, yep, that's I M P O S S. Yep. Impossible. When you have excluded the impossible, only the possible is left. All right, then we have shift 3. Again, I don't know, this is probably a warm-up for more of the stuff that's going to follow later when we examine the other clues. Let's see, we have Z K D W H Y H U. Let's see. So this one is a shift 3. So Z becomes 1, 2, 3. W, K, 1, 2, 3. H, whatever remains is the truth. Or something along the lines. I know I'm paraphrasing that quote horribly. 1, 2, 3. W, 1, 2, 3 is a T. Yep. H becomes 1, 2, 3. E. Whatever. U, H, P, D, L, Q, V. So U, 1, 2, 3. Yep. R. H becomes E. P becomes M. D becomes A, I, N, S, whatever remains. However improbable, there it is. Yeah, when you have excluded the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, is the truth. Let's see, we have K, R, Z, H, Y, H, U, L, P, S, U, R, E, D, E, O, H. And again, we're going to break this down. K, 1, 2, 3. H, R, 1, 2, 3. Z, 1, 2, 3. That's a W. H shifted 3 is E. Y shifted 3 is V. E, R. Let's see. L, 1, 2, 3. That's an I. P shifted 3 is an M. S becomes P. U, 1, 2, 3 is R. Excuse me. Pardonnez-moi, mes amis. R, 1, 2, 3 becomes O. E, shift 3 becomes B. D becomes A. B. E. However improbable. It's a Sherlock Holmes quote, if I am not mistaken. But you guys know me. I often make a lot of mistakes, so. Now, shift 8. U, C, A, B, J, M. B, P, M. B, Z, C, B, P. All right, so U shifted 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. M. C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a U. A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an S. B would then be a T. Yeah, there's a space there. J shifted 8 is B. M shifted 8 is E. T, H, E. B is a T. Z is an R, U, T, H. There it is. When you have excluded the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. That is a line from Sherlock Holmes, often cited as the greatest literary detective of all time. Except, would he really be that great if he actually shared his results with the reader? It's very much a Scooby-Doo kind of thing. Jinky's a clue. No, you can't see it. No, you can't see it. Not until the end when I tell everybody what happened and I sound clever. All right. So, code breaking. See what else we've got here. Next item in the box. We've got a letter printed on the old scratch letterhead. Okay. Dear Miss Gray, I'm writing because I think my boss was murdered, but I can't prove it on my own. I'm hoping someone at Gray Investigations can help me. Let me give you a little background. I learned everything I know about bartending from my boss, Nick Webster. He taught me how to pull a perfect pint and coached me on 86ing rowdy patrons. He even helped me rearrange my work schedule so I could be home when my sister was sick last year. Nick was the best. Old Scratch Tavern isn't much to look at, but it's one of those places that feels like home. That was all Nick. I guess that's why it hit me so hard when Nick died in December. It was so sudden and so bizarre. The official story is that Nick was drunk and lost his footing, but too many strange things happened in the months leading up to his death for me to believe it was an accident. The thing is, Nick had been seeing the devil. For months he'd been telling anyone who'd listen that there was someone or something lurking out in the woods behind the bar. At first everyone assumed he was just exaggerating for the sake of a good story. Nick could spend the whole night in the corner booth, spinning yarns and telling tales. But there was no way he could keep making up the creepy notes he was getting, or the dead animals on the doorstep, or the fires that kept flaring up near the building. He had no reason to, not when things were getting so dangerous. Someone was trying to scare him, maybe even scare him to death. Ooh, creepy. He was obsessed with figuring out who was to blame. He'd stay in the bar's office for hours, poring over the security camera footage and scribbling notes. On the night he died, I just closed up when he came out of the office and said he'd finally figured it out. Before he could explain, he saw someone outside and ran off into the woods. My back was to the door, so I didn't see anyone. By the time I turned around, both Nick and the devil were gone, and all that was left was a small fire burning outside. After I put it out, I waited for Nick, but he never came back. I can't help wondering what he would have told me if he had the chance. After his death was ruled an accident, I went through and found all the notes he'd been keeping about the devil and a locked deposit bag I still haven't been able to figure out how to open. I even found proof that the devil was real, finally caught on camera, like Nick had been trying to do for months. I took the evidence I'd found to the sheriff, hoping it would change his mind, but he didn't care that Nick was really chasing after someone that night. The official determination is that Nick slipped and fell off the cliff. The thing is, I went out to the place where he died. I don't think the authorities even bothered to look any further than the spot where they found Nick's body. There was caution tape down on the rocks, but nothing on the top of the cliff. The ground near the ledge didn't look like it had been disturbed since Saturday night. And if the authorities had been there, there's no way they'd count out foul play. Somebody in a devil mask really was there that night, and whoever it was pushed Nick off that cliff. The sheriff may not believe me, but I must be making someone nervous by looking into Nick's death. I've started getting threatening letters, just like the ones Nick was getting before he died. I'd be lying if I said I'm not scared. But those threats also prove I'm onto something, don't you think? I know I'm close, but I've still got questions I can't answer. I'm sending you all the evidence I've collected in the hopes that you'll be able to do what I can't and bring my friend's killer to justice before it's too late. Sincerely, Carmen Royes. Well, that's an interesting premise. A few notes I want to make here. So the victim was Nick. This is just for my own note-taking. Nick Webster died in December from a fall. Now, first thing that rings in my ears, the sheriff didn't care that there was more evidence and barely looked into it. Now, maybe it's just the fact that it's a small town in Indiana, but if you've watched enough crime dramas like I have, that's also very suspicious and guilty looking, so we'll set that aside and come back to it. We've got a physical item in here. Looks like we've got a matchbox from Old Scratch. It's not like a real matchbox, but that is cool that they've sort of roughed up the side like it's been used. All right. See anything in here? Oh, hello. There's nothing inside, but on the back of it, there's a number. I wonder what that could be. Matchbox. 812-202-6104. I'm not entirely sure what that could mean. Not yet, anyway. Let's see. If it's a code... Ooh, what's this? Manufactured by the Lucky Fair Match Company, Old Scratch Tavern, Perdition, Indiana. All right, nothing interesting there. I thought maybe it might be something useful, but we'll set that aside. Also, no matches. Very sad about that. All right, what's next in the box? A desiccant bag. Who cares about that? Oh, we've got a newspaper clipping. Now, again, I want to point out, like, this is actual, like, newsprint. It's actually kind of cool. And then again, this letter was on heavy cardstock. Little touches like that really add to the experience. Again, if you remember Empty Faces, we had pages that had been torn from books. We had, letters on paper. We had, all kinds of things. So it's clear that they definitely pay attention to the details. So the production value already feels really good. Well, let's see what we've got. Let's see. Perdition Pioneer, Tuesday, December 10th. So he would have died... If he died on Saturday, that meant... let's see. Tuesday... Monday would have been the 9th. Sunday was the 8th. So he died on Saturday, they said, which was the 7th. All right. By Mitzi Sutherland. The Perdition Sheriff's Office announced Monday that it has ruled the death of Old Scratch Tavern owner Nicholas Webster an accident. According to Sheriff Paul Mcginty, that's the name of interest. Person of interest. Paul Mcginty. All right. Let's see. Webster fell to his death in the early hours of Saturday morning, likely minutes after leaving Old Scratch Tavern. It was dark, and unfortunately, Nick had just lost his footing, Mcginty said at a press conference Monday morning. A neighbor discovered Webster's remains at the bottom of Devil's Well, a local waterfall, early Saturday morning. Okay. Location. Devil's Well. Must be where the place got its name. Okay. This is not the first misfortune to befall Webster and his tavern in the recent months. In July, Webster told this paper nothing valuable was stolen following a series of petty burglaries, but said he was taking measures to ensure the incidents did not continue. Sheriff Mcginty confirmed that no perpetrator was apprehended for the thefts. More recently, Webster had reported a series of small fires and other disturbances at the bar. Official records show that Webster called Perdition Emergency Services 10 times between September 1st and December 7th. That already sounds suspicious. Why is the sheriff not investigating this? The sheriff is definitely becoming a suspicious person of interest. Carmen Royes, a bartender at Old Scratch, said Webster feared someone was out to get him, though she did not know who might have wanted to harm her employer. The circumstances of Webster's death led some Perdition residents, including Royes, to speculate whether his fall might have been accidental. However, Sheriff Mcginty was adamant these claims are groundless. "I'm sure my deputy would have discovered any signs of foul play," he said. "We're looking at someone who was a little worked up, who'd had a drink or two. It's tragic, but accidents happen." Webster's widow, Sherry, said in a statement, "I have faith in the sheriff's office, and I'm so grateful for their help. Nick was the love of my life, and I don't know what I'll do without him." Mrs. Webster did not address whether Old Scratch Tavern will reopen, but Perdition's residents will surely miss their favorite neighborhood barkeep. Carol Neubauer, a member of the Perdition Billiards Club, said, "Old Scratch's pool championship won't be the same without Nick cheering us on." Donna Goddard, a longtime patron of Webster's bar, said, "It's heartbreaking. Nick made the best old-fashioned in town, and I know I won't be the only person having one in his honor tonight." Funeral services will be held Sunday at 11 a.m. at Boggs Funeral Home, followed by a reception at Old Scratch Tavern. So this is our victim. So we have a face to put to the name, so that's Nick. This must be, yes, this is Carmen Royes. So this is the lady who called us into the case. All right. Oh, here we go. New development for Devil's Well. Well, that's interesting. We mentioned the location, and now on the other side, we've got more details. Okay. The scenic waterfall just outside of Perdition could be included in the sale of land if negotiations proceed. Monday's town council meeting turned contentious when a preliminary hearing about selling a parcel of municipal land ended in threats against the council members. The meeting, scheduled originally for 30 minutes, continued for over an hour when Joan Campbell stood up during the question and answer period. The tone of the discussion quickly became tense. Campbell identified herself as the founder and sole member of the Save Devil's Well Foundation, an organization she claimed is devoted to protecting the wilderness around Devil's Well. Campbell accused the council of accepting bribes and claimed the Devil's Well is a sacred site that deserves official protection. She ended by threatening to come to the councilors' homes and do to you what you want to do to our environment. Security attempted to remove Campbell from the meeting, but she resisted, injuring a bystander in the process. "No one was seriously hurt," said Councilman Dale Lynch, "but none of us expected this to get so ugly." The proposed sale would include roughly 600 acres of land west of town, most of which is old-growth forest, as well as several residential and commercial properties. There's no word yet about the purpose of this sale, but Lynch stated that the council considers the deal advantageous. "We think this could greatly enrich our town," said Lynch, "but of course, if everyone is against it, the deal won't go forward." Okay, so this is going to have motes of Scooby-Doo. I'm going to write down this Campbell lady as a person of interest. But this is very important. The sale of land. Somebody wants this land, and it includes commercial locations. How much you want to bet Old Scratch was on the land that they wanted to buy? All right, that's everything on here. What's next? Okay. We've got several sheets of paper stapled together. What's this? Deviant Tracker Lite Database. Okay. What have we got here? Before we read it, let's see what this is. These are personnel. Oh, there's Miss Campbell. Chris Thompson. Wonder, is he the deputy who went to find it? Or who looked for the body? Or found the body? And Sherry Webster. That's the deceased's wife. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Donna Goodard. Date of birth, September 30, 1980. Female, 5'8". African-American. Black hair, brown eyes, no aliases. We've got her address. Lincoln Continental. No criminal arrests. Associates in Business, Perdition Community College. Employment real estate agent at Who's Your Realtor. Oh, real estate agent. Okay. So, could be the one working on the deal for the sale of the property. Okay. Notes. My favorite regular at Old Scratch. Comes in 3 to 4 times a week, kills at karaoke, mops the floor with competition at pool, always tips well. Handled the sale of the bar when Nick bought it in '05. Seller was Lou LaVale. His father opened it in 1957. Very involved around town. Women's choir, billiards club, Brown Country Hiking Club. Last person to leave the bar the night Nick died. Left maybe an hour before closing time, which is late for her. She seemed on edge, but when asked if everything was okay, she shrugged it off. Left a note on her menu and a matchbox on the counter for Nick, but he never got the chance to see it. So she left him the code. All right, Miss Goddard. You're becoming a lot more interesting. What is going on? At the funeral reception, we talked about how Old Scratch was like a second home to her, how everyone there could see what a special place Nick had made it. Looked like she'd been crying a lot. We talked afterward, just reminiscing. Then she said something really odd, like, if only I'd been faster, maybe I could have made a difference. Before I could ask her what she meant, Nolan came over. She started telling him about a job opening for a fry cook at the Limestone Diner. He was grateful for the lead. We've all been struggling to find work since Old Scratch closed. It's hard to believe we'll ever find another job as great. All right, so something was going on in the background that she knew about, but we're not sure what. We've got a mystery within a mystery now. Wonderful. Went over to her house, hoping I could talk to her about the night Nick died. Said she'd been having a rough time that night, was preoccupied with some work problems. Then I decided to go for a drive, try and clear my thoughts, but it only got worse from there. When I asked about the stuff she left at the bar, she got really anxious and said, "We shouldn't talk here," and hustled me out of the house in a hurry. Tried to call her. No answer. Called her office. They said she left on a business trip. Not sure when she's supposed to get back. Okay. All right, Miss Goddard, you are very interesting now. And who else do we have here? We've got a file on Miss Campbell. Now, we already read about Miss Campbell in the newspaper. Joan Campbell, November 13th, 1979, female, 5'8", alias is Joan Landau. Landau, hold on. Did I see that name somewhere already? I could have sworn I saw the name Landau somewhere. I haven't read much. That name just strikes me as really familiar for some reason. Keep that in mind. Anyway. Arrest background. Oh, arrest for assault, 97, charges dropped. Arrest for trespass, 2011, charges dropped. One no contest divorce. Education, BA in Ecology, University of Indiana. And employment, bee farmer, sells honey at local farmer's market. Okay. Hold on a minute. That is still getting to me. Landau. Lynch. I don't know, I'll have to come back to that one. I know I've heard that name recently. Anyway. Notes. Her house is the nearest property to Old Scratch. Not much else nearby. Eccentric, to put it mildly. On nights the bar is busy, she'll sit in a chair out by the roadside and curse people driving by. Not foul language. She genuinely believes she's putting hexes on people. Lady, I've already had to deal with a witch and the lightning. I'm not going to deal with you cursing me too, okay? I dealt with haunted and possessed internet goblins, okay? You don't scare me, lady. Excuse me. Apparently, she's been claiming some evil corporation from Indianapolis wants to sow the land near Devil's Well with poison or something. Sounds pretty out there to me, but I've heard stranger things, I guess. Then again, she's also been saying Nick got what he deserved, so who knows? Ooh. Well, that's a way to make yourself look suspicious, but I think you might be a red herring. Went over to her place, hoping to ask her some questions, but she said she won't talk to interlopers from Old Scratch bent on destroying life. Then she threatened to shoot me if I didn't get off her property, so I left. Sensible. I never understood why she hates the bar so much. Just that the bad blood goes back a long time. I wish I could ask Nick. There's a lot of things I wish I could talk about these days. Snuck onto her property when I knew she'd be in town. Took a picture of something that looks promising, but I'm still waiting for the results from Deviant Tracker Boot Tread database. I wish I could afford the pro version because light isn't impressing me. Okay. Hey, me play games, what's up? Glad to see you. What is up? I'm trying to solve a murder here. Yeah, I'm trying to solve the murder of one Nick Webster. So far, we're just getting into the clues and we're looking over some persons of interest. So if you want to help me solve the mystery, by all means, come on down. Let's see what we can come up with. See, we have Chris Thompson, database June 20, or database here, okay, date of birth, June 28th, 92, male, 5'11", Toyota Prius personal, and a Dodge Durango is the official vehicle. Vehicle registration numbers, no criminal record, BA Criminal Justice, 2013. And he's currently so this is the deputy that Mcginty sent to check out the crime scene, but apparently didn't look over everything very well. I don't need to write you down because you're right here. He went to high school with my sister. She says he was popular but had a reputation as a ladies' man. Very outdoorsy, always hunting or fishing, whatever's in season. Went to talk to him at the sheriff's office on Tuesday. He confirmed that Nick's blood alcohol level wasn't off the charts. 0.06 is tipsy, but not seriously impaired. When I pressed him for more info, he told me the details aren't being made available to the public. Said Nick's death was tragic, but accidents just happen sometimes. Yeah, right. That's almost word for word the same thing the sheriff said. But accidents happen, yeah. They're committed to this accident. No good at this stuff, but I can throw some sus when I feel it. Darn right. Darn right. Visited him at home. Seemed annoyed at first, but let me in. Probably didn't hurt that I brought pizza. Hey, pizza. Snooped around a bit while he was in the kitchen getting plates and stole an open envelope that was at the bottom of a pile of mail on the table. Mostly talked about hobbies. He's in the hiking club too, apparently. Said he's been helping Sherry with some stuff around the house. Just trying to be a friend in her time of need. Sherry was the wife. Yeah, Sherry was the deceased's wife. Husband died. You're starting to look real suspect, man. You sus. You sus. Mr. Thompson, you sus. That's all I'm saying. You sus. Let's see. Took a peek in his car, noticed something that might be useful, ? Ran into him at the Limestone Diner. Gave me a bunch of platitudes about moving on with your life. As if he has any idea what I'm going through. After he was done condescending to me, he went to pay his bill and left his pocket notebook sitting out on the table. Couldn't resist tearing out a page. Too bad I didn't get more. Showed up at my house later that night. Scared me half to death banging on the door. Accused me of theft. Threatened to press charges. I know he won't. If he couldn't even figure out that Nick was murdered, probably no way he'll be able to prove anything. Well, you took an envelope from him and tore out pages from his notebook, and apparently that's something he doesn't want you to see. Nah, look, Chris, you sus. You sus. Either you're a big old red herring or you sus. That's all I'm saying. All right, the last file we have here is on Sherry Webster, the deceased's wife. April 2nd, 92. Oh, she's only 2 years older than I am. Sherry Hauser, maiden name. Vehicle, silver Mercedes-Benz. Arrested for shoplifting, 96. Charges dropped. Arrested for shoplifting, 98. Dropped. Teaches at the Perdition Fitness Center. Okay. 2 counts of shoplifting. Not major, but she doesn't have a clean record. At the funeral, she kept telling me how highly her husband thought of me, and how grateful she was I'd always be there for him. Losing Nick was hard on her, but she's been really gracious. She and Nick were sort of an odd couple. She's so polished, and Nick, at his best, was kind of a mess. A lovable mess, but the kind of guy who buys a round of drinks for the whole bar, then forgets his wallet. She could be kind of hard on him sometimes, like once he missed their anniversary and slept in the bar for a week. But he was crazy about her, called her the love of his life. Courtney, who works the day shift at Old Scratch, loves Sherry's bar class at the fitness center. Says Sherry's kind of a perfectionist, but in a good way. Apparently, she was accepted to study ballet in Indianapolis when she was 14, but her scholarship fell through. She broke the news that she doesn't have plans to reopen Old Scratch.
Is your baby still down there?
Hold on. Oh, where was I? Sorry about that. Yeah. I don't know how I could bear it, not when there's a memory of poor Nicky around every corner. Stopped by the Webster's house to drop off some condolence cards. Told me she was staying at a friend's house the night Nick died. When I brought up the possibility of foul play, she absolutely refused to consider it. Nick had been behaving so strangely, seeing things that weren't there, drinking too much. I'm sure he didn't even realize what he was doing. She looked like she was about to start crying, so I didn't say much after that. Okay. The deputy is still looking really sus, but we know that Donna left this code, but we don't know what it's for. We're going to figure it out. But we need more clues. Next item in the box is a photograph. It is a photo from a security camera. You guys see that, right? There's somebody outside the window. That's creepy as fuck. December 7th. This was the night he died. So this must have been the guy he saw at the window just before he ran out. Wait a minute. If this is Carmen, she said she had her back to the window. Not that it's a huge difference, but if she turned her head, she could have seen this guy. Carmen, are you not telling us everything? Is that out the window? Well, there's a reflection here, and it looks like that's her reflection, but in the reflection, you can see out the window, and that is clearly a face. He said he saw the devil outside, and there's somebody with a red face, and I'm betting that's like a devil mask. So we know he saw something. She did say she caught him on camera. So this is obviously that. Hey, look. They've got a height marker by the door, and he's right by it. So this is 5.5, 6. Now, it's kind of hard to tell because he's away from the door. But we're looking at between 5 and 6 feet. How tall were all these people? 5'8", 5'6". 5'11", he's almost 6 foot. So Indiana could very well be the actual devil. There's a reason he doesn't come to Kentucky, Asri. That's all I'm saying. I've said. So again, he's almost 6 foot, and this is probably a little off, but if we're close to 6 feet... Deputy, you're starting to look a little more sus. Set that aside. Oh, knocking things down on my table. Crap in a hat. Domino effect. One thing falls, they all go. Excuse me, pardon me, move out of the way. All right, what's next? Well, here we go. We've got photographs. Or a photograph. Okay, we've got shoe prints. Looks like that's a heel, and that's the sole of the foot right there. Is that a tire track? It might be. Look, there's a matchbox, just like this one. But the note said that this was left at the bar, so it's not the same one, but it's proof that somebody who had been to Old Scratch had been wherever this photo was taken. Nothing on the back. We'll take a closer look at this in a minute. What do we have next? We've got a letter. Interlopers will be banished to the bottom of the devil's well. Well, we know that Joan called everybody interlopers. So this could very well have come from her. They did say they were receiving threatening letters. I'm going to file this under odd things for later. Almost seems like the matchbox is a calling card. Well, considering that the guy who died owned a bar called Old Scratch, this came from his bar, obviously. But Miss Goddard left a matchbox for Nick the night he died, and this code was written on the backside of the insert. So this code was meant for Nick, but I don't know what it means yet. I haven't run across anything to give me a lead. All right, looks like the next thing we've got, these must be the pages she took from Chris's notepad. They're sticking to my table. Again, look at this. All these little different variations in the paper quality. This is some really quality stuff. This is why I love Hunt a Killer. All right, we've got October 13th. Rock through back window, nothing on cams. October 19th, 2 fires in one night. Fire department thinks I'm crazy, but I know it's him. Him? Chris references him. October 22nd. Find out when Darling's anniversary present will be ready. Fire near parking lot. Cam 1 only raccoons. Darling. We don't have a character named Darling. Is that for a special lady friend? Broke cam on loading dock. Ordered replacement. October 26, 1. I can see the devil in the woods, and I'm just not fast enough to catch him. No footage. Wait a minute. These aren't Chris's notes. These sound like they were written by Nick. I think these were written by Nick. 3 fires in the woods tonight. Didn't bother to call the fire department. No sign on any cams. Him must be the devil that he'd been seeing. November 8, biggest fire yet. This was a close one. November 10, my birthday! Remember to pick up Darling's gift. November 12, shadow by loading dock, 3:13 a.m. Don't be late for dinner. Reservation tomorrow. Dinner reservation tomorrow. Don't want a repeat of last year. November 16, note in mailbox. You'll burn for what you've done. Owl on Cam 2, 10:32 p.m. November 19, fire by loading dock. 1:56 a.m., burned wall pretty bad, but no structural damage. Still no footage. Prints, though. The Devils? That must be the print, like a shoe print. Oh, hang on, where's that? Yeah, we've got a heel impression. It's hard to see the heel. It's not very clear, but these could be the same shoe print. No, I don't think it's a hoof, Asri. Boot print on the note matched the one in the photo. You and I are on the same page, games. But from what I can see here, this is too faint to tell, but again, we've got large squares, smaller squares, and a bunch of little bits in the middle. And that kind of, sort of, looks like it could be a match with this one. We'll file that away. Let's see, potential match. Boot in photo and notes. Right, that's all on that page. November 23rd, what is she thinking? Why would she go behind my back like that? Who is she? Another note, are you ready to die? Something bad is coming, gotta be ready. November 27th, I found proof right there in the open. Can't make it out, but I know what it means and what I have to do. Fire in the woods, 4:14 a.m., November 28th. See at Mother's, thank God. Dead raccoon in parking lot. Sherry, his wife, I guess. December 1st. Fire. Her fire was big this time. Almost didn't catch it. Not sure I'll be so lucky next time. December 3rd. Nolan and Courtney witnessed for me. Put the paper somewhere safe. Witnessed. A will. He's probably got a will. December 4. Note in the mailbox. When you are cold in the ground, who will be sorry when you are gone? These days I'm not so sure. Still can't crack this code. Uh-oh. We got another code to find. December 6th. Moved front door cam again. Maybe I'll finally catch the devil in the act if he doesn't get me first. December 7th. The code repeats. I knew it. The code repeats. Okay, we'll have to find it. All right. Next thing in the box, we got a coaster. We serve Holt's Beer and Ale. Oh. The date you can't forget. Month and year. Huh. Okay. I'm going to set this over here. All right, what's next? Ooh, here we go. It's a drink menu, or it's a menu. Yeah, all right. Ooh. We have words that have been circled. Wednesday, about, land, Devil's Well, 11 p.m. Well, somebody's clearly trying to send a coded message. Wednesday, about Devil's Well land, 11 p.m. Well, we know that somebody was trying to buy the land. Anything on the back? Ooh. Again, nice logo. I probably would have liked this place. We need to talk. Well, somebody was definitely trying to get his attention. Question is, did they get it? Again, look at that. Nice heavy cardstock. It's glossy paper. You know, I could actually see this sitting in one of those little standees at a restaurant, on a table at a restaurant. Again, they really know how to make good props. What's this? Let's see. Notice of warning. Citation. Oh, is this a ticket? Saturday, 12/7. 3:31 a.m. This is the day. Oh, okay. This is the day he died. License, state, tag year. Lincoln four-door silver, 66, CR66 and Eagleton Creek Road violation. Tail lights out. Wait a minute. One of these people had a silver car. Let's go back to the persons of interest. Silver 15 Lincoln Continental. So this ticket belongs to Donna Goddard. We don't have her driver's license number, so I can't cross-reference that to make sure she was the driver, but... yeah. Well, this proves that she got a ticket for her taillights being out around the time... it was around the time the photo was taken. 3:33 a.m. So this would have been just minutes before Nick ran out the door. So it's unlikely she was there when he died. I can't make out that signature, but if that's Chris, this might prove problematic. Do we know his badge number? Department 15, badge number 33. I don't know if that was... see, if this ticket was given by Chris, that might put him in the clear. Alright, so we know that Donna got a ticket that night. So we know this belongs to her, and that basically is going to establish an alibi. Set that aside and come back to it. All right, we've got a flyer. Protect Devil's Well. Ritual to banish evil forces. Meet at the Stone Circle near Devil's Well, December 7th at moonset, 3:04 a.m. This would have been, again, just about 30 minutes before that photo was taken. So between 30 and 40 minutes before Nick died. That's when this thing started. We cannot stand idly by while despicable people wreak wanton destruction and desecrate our precious untamed land. We must protect our wild spaces from interlopers bent on ruination. Keep Devil's Well pure. Banish unwelcomed adversaries. No more greedy developers. No new constructions on CR66. Litter. Over 400 empty beer bottles collected along CR66 this month alone. Noise pollution. Loud music at all hours disrupts normal behavior patterns in wildlife. Senseless slaughter by drunk drivers. There are 5 times more serious collisions on CR66 than any other road in the country. We have all seen defenseless wildlife and harmless house cats destroyed by reckless drivers. Oh, look at this. County Road 66, Old Scratch Tavern, and the Stone Circle. So wait, if this is the tavern, oh, this is nice. This gives us a layout of the area around the tavern. So that means if Nick was here at the back door, this must be the cliff. Stone Circle, cliff. But this would have been going on at the same time. This is the Stone Circle. So notice this is also marked front and back. Like, are these the entrances to the bar? Huh. Do not park at Old Scratch Tavern. They are the enemy and you will be towed. Okay. Join hands in this ritual to eliminate the foul forces despoiling our sacred wilderness. No experience required. On the back, nope. Alright, the map is interesting, and this gives us an event that was going on at the same time. This is most likely Sherry, or not Sherry, this is most likely Joan Campbell's. that she's the only member of the group that did this thing. You see his badge number in the headshot photo. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, Crowbar. Sorry I didn't see you hiding in chat. The notes that were swiped from the deputy think he's hiding evidence? Yes, most likely. Because those notes sound like they were written by Nick. And if he got that, Nick's notepad, then that is easily putting him near at least near the scene of the crime. And no, I cannot read his badge number on the picture. It's too small. I'm talking about Devil's Well, about land. Yep, that's exactly what they're talking about. Let's see. Is that the same day? December 7th. Yep, December 7th is the day in question. That's the day Nick died. We've got some more photos. Oh, we've got boots. Where is that other photo? Come here, you. So we've got that. And this. So we've got photos of boots that we might be able to match up to some of these prints. This boot. Triangular pattern in the middle. Narrow rectangles by wider rectangles. I think this boot made this print. And she said that she took a photo in the back of Chris's car. Right? Let me take a quick peek back there just to verify. Took a peek in his car, noticed something that might be useful. Does it match the note? I'd say that's a pretty close match for the sketch. It's a little rough, but big, small, and smaller. What's this other one? Those... I don't know much about fashion, but those don't look like men's boots. But I don't think these made these prints. Now wait, this says a Toyota. What car did he have? Beetle. A Toyota Prius. That's his personal vehicle. Okay. So yeah, he does own a Toyota, so I can pretty much say this is his car. I think this boot made this print. This boot, this print. Yeah. Because that's a triangular pattern on the bottom of the boot here, and a triangular pattern in the middle here. I think these are a match. We'll set those aside. I don't know what this photo's for yet, but I'll keep it with the others. All right, let's keep looking. Oh, here we go. So she said she took an opened envelope from him. Again, very nice. Look at this. Like, oh, it's even got an actual stamp on it. Nice. Chris Thompson. Huh, look at that. It actually has like a printed area on there that looks like, you know, the glue that would have been on the envelope. Huh, that's nice. Attention to detail. Love it. Inside, no, but it's... What is this? Oh, hold on. I think I know what I have to do with this. Ha ha ha! Yes! It lines up. Mostly. Okay. But that's obviously in code. So let's open up a little space here. Let's flip over to the back side of a page. We've got a code to work on. All right, so it starts on this side. D, D, O, apostrophe U, Z, B, J, W, U, P, U, F, F, B, P, V, P, J, O, G. All right, let's work on this. All right, if there's an apostrophe here, then the U is most likely going to be a D or a T. Let's operate under the assumption that, okay, if it's 2 letters, DD. That is right, yeah? DD, yeah. I don't know if you guys can actually see that really well, but yeah, when I fold it back over itself, these marks line up and they make full letters. All right, let's see. So a word that has DD, O, apostrophe U. So 2 letters and... not sure what that could be, but if this is a shift... Hang on a second, I'm curious. The manual had some other codes in here, but this one already told us about shifts, so... Excuse me. Okay, no, it's the same code. It's only using a shift code. So that means this is a shift code as well. Yeah, it could be an S as well. It could be an S if it's a possessive. Tell you what, let's work with one of them, with one of those ideas, and see if the letters pan out. Now, generally speaking, a good rule of thumb, most repeated in a 1-to-1 cipher, the most repeated letter is going to be E, because that is the most used letter in the English language. But I don't think I have enough to make a solid conjecture as to which one might be there, at least with this one line. And again, just to save time and effort, because I can't say the alphabet backwards anyway. All right, so if we start with the O, let's start with an S. Let's start with S. That's a good idea if it's possessive. So we'll start with S. So if we say that this is an S, so from S to U, 2. Well, that's a shift forward. So U would shift 2, so it would be a shift 2. So O, 1, 2, would be M, D, 1, 2, B, B, M's. I don't know what BBM would be, but let's see if the others work out. Z, 1, 2, that'd be X, B, 1, 2, Z. Nah. No, that doesn't do it. So it's not S. Let's try a T. Actually, here we've got a UP. We've got a 2-letter word and a 3-letter word that both start with the same. hang on. Whoa. One thing. Let me go back here. BPV. Did I see that in one of these test ones we did? No, I saw BPM. Okay, I thought maybe they were the same shift. Anyway. Let's see. Well, if this is the word T-O, if this is 2, it's a shift 1. So from U to T, and from P to O is a single letter. U, that'd be T. F is E. Let's see. So we've got D becomes C, C, N, T. It says DDO. It says DD. Yeah, I'm not misreading that. That says DD. But it almost says can't. Z. Y. A. J. I. W to V. Yave. 2T. This isn't working either. B to A. P. O. V is U. No, this doesn't make any sense either. Yeah, P becomes O, J becomes I, O becomes N, G becomes F. Yeah, that makes no sense either. So that's clearly not it. Hey, Crowbar, what's up? So it's not a Rot 2? No, I don't think it is. Sorry, guys. I do have to apologize. My monitor is not a place where I can see it, so I have to like force myself to turn and see, like, here's where I'm working, and my computer is all the way over here to my side, so I do apologize. All right. I'll tell you what, let's write down the rest of these letters. So if we line these up, we'll get the other half. There. So we have J, G, L. Looks like C, P, U, S, P, Z. U, I, H, D, D, B, U, B, H, D, J, O, question mark, dash, F. Okay, that's interesting. Are you allowing others to help? Sure, we can solve this together. You know what they say, make use of all your resources, and you guys count as a resource. This is interesting. Can you retype the letters in... hold on. Can you retype the letters in any of the chats? Oh, like over... Yeah, give me 1 second. 1 second. Let me punch those up. They're too small for me to see. Yeah, they are very small, and my handwriting isn't very big either, despite my massive hands. All right, let's take a look. Do it. Let's open this. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this in the Gorehound Gaming Discord. So, Azri, if you want to throw up the link for that. I guess I'm going to put this in the tabletop gaming section. So again, if you guys are not a member of the Gorehound Gaming Discord and you want to help, I'm going to open a discussion in our tabletop gaming section. All right, for those who wish to help. With tonight's mystery, here is where I will share relevant clues. There we go. Welcome, Me Play. I see you just joined the Discord. Welcome to the family. That DDOU doesn't make any sense. I know. I can't think of any contractions that start with a double letter. Neither can I. Unless it's supposed to be an abbreviation. Which it could very well be. All right. First clue. Coded message from envelope. It reads DDO apostrophe U ZBJW UP UFF BPV PJOG JGL CPUSPZ UIH DBU BH DJO question mark dash F. There we go. Also got a discount code for Murder Nurse's show Saturday, 100% off. They'll probably be posting a little later. Sweet! That is awesome! All right, so there we go. So I've got that code posted back in the Discord. If anybody wants to take a look at it and see if you can help crack it. I will also post a picture if I can get this thing to line up. There we go. Put that there. Crease that. One here. We'll crease that down. Get my notebook out of the way. Stay. Just in case anybody wants a direct look at it, I will post a picture directly in there. Been a long time since I've done any ciphers. I know, right? I'm actually looking to do a lot of these mystery things on stream at some point and, make them like a community thing. Well, let me turn on my light. Watch your eyes. Boop, boop. And I'll also go ahead and post that in the Discord as well. See, there you go. We're going to solve this together. The Gorehound Gaming Investigative Services Company. Yeah. Is the closest ROT that makes sense. Now, again, they started us off with a single, test code at the beginning, which we decoded fairly easily, and these were all shift ciphers. The instructions that came with the game, if we allow ourselves to get a little meta, these are the only code it makes reference to is a shift code. So CCNT, the to T, O, again, E, yeah. Yeah, see, that doesn't make a lot of sense. See, that's what I came up with first. We can try another one. What are some other words that... Okay, an easy one to work with. This one here. UFF and UP. A three-letter word that ends with two of the same. In my head, that can only be the word to, T-O-O, or C-S-E-E. 1, 2, 1. Okay. So it can't be C because from U shift to S is 2, but from F to E is 1, so it's not that. If we make it 2, T-O-O, if we make P is a 1 to O and U is 1 to T. Yeah. So if we do that as T-O, but then that's the one we've already done, which we know is wrong. Can't wait to see you something something the cat again. It could be ass. Yeah, it could be an ass. But that's way far. But would it fit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That'd be a shift 20. So that's A. So P, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nah, that doesn't work because then it becomes AV. This one's tricky. I think it's possible the letters aren't what we think. That is entirely possible, Asri. That is entirely possible. Which is why I think of a crypto quiz, but we're still stuck on that double letter. I know, right? Tell you what, let's set this one aside, and we're going to come back to it. So we'll set this up here, and we'll come back. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is a page from the deputy's notepad. Badge number 33. So this is badge number 33. That means the ticket we got... Where'd it go? Here it is. The ticket that Miss Goddard got was signed out by badge 33. So this notebook belongs to the cop who gave the ticket. So that might put Chris in the clear. So that gives the deputy an alibi. It does. We'll have to do some more digging because, again, you can't take everybody at their word, but let's see what we got here. 134. Traffic stop, red Honda going 60 miles in a 25 zone. Ames Avenue by Brewer Hill Cemetery. Ticket. 312. Report suspicious person. 13. CR66. No sign of unusual activity on arrival. Search property. Called in all clear after confirming building secure. 331. Traffic stop. Silver Lincoln Trail. Lights at... Yep. 331. That matches the time on the ticket, so that corroborates the ticket. Let's see. 401, collision between blue Cadillac Ooh, that's almost 30 minutes. That's almost 30 minutes difference. But I don't think he could have given the ticket, made it back to the place, put on the mask, stood outside the window, and then pushed him off the cliff. And then he'd have time to go get another ticket, to put in another ticket at 4. I don't think that's going to be the thing. All right. Collision between blue Cadillac and black Lincoln, Hawkins Road. Higgledy-piggledy convenience store, no serious injuries. Booked Lincoln driver for DUI. 6:37, possible dead body called in Devil's Well. Confirmed no signs of life. Called coroner, no ID, but able to confirm victim's identity. Secured scene. So he found the body at 6:30. What are the first names of the people you have profiles on? I'm almost certain the F is a signature, first letter of a name. That is a good point. It's a very good point. We have Donna Goddard. We have Chris Thompson. We have Sherry Webster. Oh, and apparently I skipped Miss Joan Campbell. I'm already convinced if this is a coded message for Chris, it means he didn't write it, right? Can't wait to see you again. If F, again, using the same code, is C for Sherry, that's a good thing you picked out there, games. Let's take a quick peek at that, okay? Because I think there might be something funny going on between the deputy and Sherry. So if the S is a C, that's a shift of 1, 2, 3. So it's a shift of 3. So D, 1, 2, 3 becomes A, 1, 2, 3, M, 1, 2, 3, R. No, still doesn't work. AAMR. Yeah, Crowbar, that doesn't work either. Well, it does. It did say that the deputy had been spending a lot of time with the wife of the deceased. Wayne? Fuck you! I damn near pissed myself! Wayne? Welcome to the stream! Wayne found the sound effects button. Oh, and Esri found a boop. A boopity 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 boop. Although the boop is really quiet, I may have to increase the volume on that. But they work! This code is fucking us up. Alright, again, I want to come back to that later. I don't want to focus too much time on that. Let's go back to this and see if there's anything else. Made initial search of area. No sign of struggle on riverbank. Fall from ledge seems likely. Coroner arrived, agreed fall is likely cause of death. Says he's probably been dead 3 to 4 hours. From 7, and he died around 3:30-ish, so that fits. Went to CCR to talk to neighbor who found body. Stated he was out for a walk shortly after 6 when she discovered the body on the rocks beside the waterfall, then returned home to call police. 10:22, back to scene. Search of water underway. Haven't found much so far besides some empty beer bottles, probably just litter. 11:17, gave update to Mcginty. He agrees with accident scenario, will proceed accordingly. Coroner okayed removal of remains. Morty from Boggs' funeral home to pick up. Told Sherry she took it about as expected. Did my best to calm her down. Reassured her foul play unlikely. Made sure she called her mother to come down and stay. She's not alone at a time like this. Okay. See, again, you know, he and the widow are a little close, which is suspicious. Oh, and Wayne clipped me getting mad about getting the piss scared out of me. Yay. All right, what's this? This looks like, what, an email? Good fences. Nancy Blanton Perdition. Carmichael Road, residents beware. If you live in Carmichael Road and want to sleep through the night, good luck. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night because my neighbor's inconsiderate hussy of a girlfriend showed up to his house at all hours to be as disruptive as possible. I swear she kicked over every single thing in his backyard, letting herself into his house. Then she turned on all the lights, which shine right into my bedroom windows. Don't know what possessed her to start playing music so late, but I assume it was intended to annoy me personally. Thankfully, it stopped after a couple hours, but not before I was robbed of my beauty rest. This isn't the first time they have been inappropriately loud. You'd think they'd have the decency to be ashamed of themselves, but no, they are determined to make a mockery of law-abiding residents of this peaceful community. 12/7/6/32. Okay, that was the day he died. Wait, 6:30. 6:32. Body was called in at 6:37. Wait, Carmichael. Who lives on Carmichael? That's Chris's address. This is a noise complaint filed against Chris Thompson. That's his address on Carmichael. Okay. So his girlfriend let herself in the night Nick died, December 7th, not long before the body was discovered. Well, no, sorry. That's when this was posted. So that's what all the noise was around 2:30 last night. 2:30. Hang on. At 1:30, made a traffic stop. 3:12, report of suspicious person at 13 CCR or CR66. That's County Road 66, the road that the bar is on. Okay, that's something. Maybe try a sleep mask and earplugs. Why so judgmental, Nancy? I agree they could be more considerate of their neighbors, but the heart wants what it wants. Besides, who are you to cast the first stone? If you hadn't committed a few indiscretions in your life. Norman Blanton says, what? Make sure it's accurate, yeah. Please look over the CPUSPZ part again. Okay. That would have been... One moment. Yeah, right here. It says CPUSPZ. CPUSPZ, right there. Incident, the email would be December 6th, right? No, it was filed the morning of the 7th. There's a second page to this thing here. Hey, I know it's last minute, but is anyone going to this banishing ceremony out at Devil's Well tonight? I've seen flyers for it around town, and it sounds cool, but also I don't want to get murdered or whatever. Anyone know who's organizing it or what their deal is? Now, this is on the 6th, the day before. Let's see. No idea who's running it, but I wouldn't go hang out with a bunch of strangers in the woods at night. I can't make this ritual. I'm at a coven meeting in Indianapolis right now. but I promise you'll come to no harm. Mia Romer says, update. So I wound up going by myself, and it was totally bonkers. I got there at like 3 in the morning, and it was just me and this lady with a basket of weird herbs. We spent like 30 or 40 minutes burning herbs and chanting. At one point I heard something crashing around in the underbrush. I got worried she'd actually summoned something, but I guess it was just an animal or whatever. When she hands me the shovel and tells me to start walking. I thought she was going to kill me for sure. Instead, she made me pick up a dead fox off the side of the highway and carry it over to this old dive bar. She made me put the fox on the ground by their mailbox, then she covered it with ashes from the fire and yelled, "For Vinegar Tom." Whatever that means. After she thanked me for helping support the cause, and asked if I needed help getting back to my car. Anyway, I guess perdition has its very own witch, but at least I didn't die. 7 out of 10 would go again. So he was there at 3 in the morning. Suspicious person reported around that time. Traffic stop. 30 to 40 minutes, so it would have been about 3:30 when they finished, about the time of the traffic stop here. Started walking, so they went through the woods for a little bit. Well, the only person who's involved with that was Joan, Miss Campbell. She's the only person they said who was part of that movement. So she's got a witness. So I think that might put her in the clear. She was definitely doing some weird stuff that night, but I don't think she was involved. All right, what's this? Another stack of papers. Boot prints. Oh, she said she was waiting for boot prints. All right, 14 items. Yeah, none of these match. No. None of these boot prints match so far, what I've seen. There. A men's boot. That's clearly this boot here. And you know what? I am going to say without a shadow of a doubt, that's the one. Whoops. Reflections. Yeah. Yeah, this boot print is this boot. And I heard a little tiny boop. A little tiny boop. Okay, that's... Oh, there's another one. So I think we know where the dead animals came from. Yeah, that's annoying code. Anything about the number 2. Can't wait to see you. Mind if I borrow the car again? Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 1, Shift 1, Shift 2. Oh, geez. Crowbar, that's genius. That's genius because Nick's notes, the code repeats. That's brilliant. I'm not sure I would have figured that out on my own. That is genius, my man. A+ work. Can't wait to see you. Mind if I borrow the car again? C, or it might be an A. Missed part of the beginning. Oh, hang on. Oh, you mean of the stream? Yeah, that would have been good to know. But no, that's it. Can't wait to see you again. Mind if I borrow the car? Somebody wanted to borrow the car. Somebody wanted to borrow Chris's car. Oh, that might put a wrinkle in things. The caps are lowercase signal the different shifts. Okay. Well, the boots are in his car, but they're labeled as men's boots when I look at this chart. Because this print definitely matches. This says men's. But there was another set of boots that we had a picture of, and I said these didn't look like men's boots. See if I can confirm that theory. Hang on a second. So these have, it's kind of hard to see, but there's like a single set of wide and narrow rectangles with a little star pattern in the middle. Kinda like this one. Zip up the side. Now, this one clearly has a zipper, but this one has laces. I have no idea if this is even relevant, but we're going to look at it. No. Close, but no. Close, but no. Again, the print is similar to some of these, but the closest fit, the closest print fit is this one, and it's labeled as a woman's shoe. But I don't necessarily think that's relevant. But this confirms the boot was a man's boot. It doesn't say size. Unfortunately, it just gives us, model number, manufacturer, when it was available. Men, women's, or unisex. The ROT1, close to decipherable words, but not quite. Then I saw a pattern in the letters that couldn't be corrected to make sense. Ah, you are a smart man. I'm glad you're working with me on this case. All right, what's this? The Websters. Since 2004. This is a bottle opener. The Websters. Nick and Sherry. Does this have something to do with their wedding anniversary? Was this the anniversary present he was talking about? Hold on. Date you can't forget. Well, there's only one thing left in the box. And that's this. Wait, there's one more thing. Sorry. Do you want to buy some stuff? Hey guys, check it out. Use the exclusive promo code OLDSCRATCH for 25% off your first box. Actually, if you guys really like this, I might invest in a full season. Just saying. So, hold on. The date you can't forget. This is a 3 combination thing. So we've got... Here, this might help you guys see it a little better. So you guys can see we've got 3 digits on this thing on the bottom. Focus! Yeah, right there. Huh. That's what I'm thinking. 3-digit numbers with 4 at the end. 7, 8, 9, 4. If we have 01 for January. Nope. February. March. April. May. June. July. August. September. Oh! Can't think of a clever... Oh, can't think of a clever name. Thank you for joining. Oh, and a raid! Apparently the raid alert did not go off. I do apologize. I don't know why. But thank you, raiders, from Jade Paradox and Jillyfoo. Oh, there it is. Raid! 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 Welcome, raiders. Hi, everybody. Whoa! Raid! 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 Wow, that's a lot of raids. Ah, another one. Raid! 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 Wow! Welcome, Raiders! That's a lot of raids all at once. I think that's a record for me. Well, thank you all so much. Ah, there's another one! Raid! 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 Oh! Oh! Wee woo! Wee woo! Wee woo! Ladies and gentlemen, Raiders of all ages, thank you guys so much for coming by. For those of you who don't know, I am Kirkimus Prime, a variety streamer, and tonight we're taking a crack at a little mystery, trying to solve a death at the dive bar. Oh yeah. So welcome everybody. Thank you all for coming by. Thank you, Paco. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Jillyfoo. Thank you, Okaro TW. I don't recognize your username, but thank you very much for coming by. I know most of you. Okaro. Oh, I'm sorry. I mispronounced. Okaro. Greg, this game is very fun. Shut up, I'm enjoying myself solving a mystery. We're trying to crack the code to get into this thing. Oh! They got married in November of 04. Woo! Put a few notes in the Discord since they're hard to see on stream. Yes, we did that. Otherwise the echoes would have been horrendous. Yeah, so, okay. I did a thing. I solved a puzzle. I am awesome. And you guys got to see it. All those raiders got here just in time for the big reveal. The big, super, sneaky, awesome reveal. Let's see what's hidden in the locked bag. What do we got here? All right, let's see. We got some documents. Anything else in here? No. Looks like beyond that it's empty, so that's actually really cool. But I can't use this for anything useful now because everybody on stream just saw the code! Well, it wasn't so much trial and error, but date you can't forget, the Webster's anniversary. I mean, yeah, had to be something. Fun as hell, yeah. Actually, I don't want to reset it because, like I said, what I want to do when I'm done with this, I want to repack the whole thing and I want to pass it on to somebody else. It's in the notes. Oh, you're right. He mentioned their anniversary on several occasions. You see, well, let's see what we got here. All right, first things first. An email. That many re's, or as Semper would say, you know what? I normally wouldn't look at an email with that many re's in the title, but 5 messages. Tate P. Travert to Nick Webster, sent November 23rd. Dear Mr. Webster, I apologize for reaching out to you directly. I understand you're a busy man, but since I haven't heard back from your wife about our latest offer, I thought I'd try you instead. I can assure you we are highly motivated to acquire your property. If there are any aspects of our offer on which I can provide clarification, please don't hesitate to ask. Somebody was trying to buy the property, and his wife knew about it, and she didn't want to reopen the bar. All right, let's see. To Sherry Webster. Mrs. Webster, I appreciate the big decisions like this one take time, but I hope to hear from you soon discussing finalizing our offer. Anything further I can do, please let me know. From the Luxet Development Group. Sherry Webster to Tate P. Travert on October 25th. I'm so glad we were able to come to an agreement. Nick and I just need a few weeks to put our affairs in order, and then we should be ready to finalize the deal. Thank you for your patience. I'll be in touch soon. Of course, no trouble at all. I'll be happy to discuss. Oh, Sherry accepted the offer, but Nick didn't. Thank you for taking time to speak with me this morning. My husband and I have been so troubled by what's happening at the bar, and honestly, it would be such a relief not to worry anymore. Running Old Scratch means so much to Nick, but these days I can't shake the feeling that something terrible will happen to him. As you can imagine, he's been preoccupied recently, so asked me to handle the sale directly. I think that's bullshit. I think that's a load of bullshit. Okay, this one goes with you. Sherry Webster. Oh, it's another letter. Is this one coded? Yep, this one's got the same kind of code. All right, let's see what we get on this one. Look at those dates. Look at the dates. Okay, let me look at the dates. All right, so November 23rd, November 8th, October 25th, 21st, and 18. Now, we had Nick's little thingy here. There we go. Whoop. So October 13th. The earliest thing was on the 18th. Rock through the windows. Then the next note is on the 19th. 2 fires in one night. Fire department thinks I'm crazy. Would have been the night after this was sent. The next one was on the 21st. The next day on the 22nd. Find out when Darling's anniversary present will be ready. Whoa! Hey, Judo! What's up?
Sorry to interrupt, but I have this sub for you. I figured you wouldn't mind. Has it really been 39 months? Time flies when you're among friends.
No kidding. Rock on. Glad to see you, dude, and thank you again for subbing. 39 months, that's amazing, dude. Are you here to help out with the mystery at hand? Actually, I think I'm starting to put the pieces together. I think I know what might have happened. But we'll need to keep checking on things. Let's see, 25th. Day before, on the 24th, we had a broken camera. November 8th. I had several things from October to November. On November 19th, is when he saw the footprint. All right. But yeah, she was trying to sell it out from under him. But something went awry. Now we still need to figure out what this is about. Oh, it's a phone number. I didn't put it together. That's a phone number. 812-202-6104. We'll have to look into that one, but... But let's check out this mess. So this is like the other letter. We fold it over on itself. And we should be able to see... Oh, this one's much longer. Much longer. All right, you guys ready to do some decoding? Trying to sell out from under him, didn't respond, so the buyer sent it to him. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Know her height? Yes, but she was like 5-something. I can double check. Five seven. She's tiny. Though not as small as Murder Nerd. Or my girlfriend. Anyway, like I was saying. Alright, this is a long one. Let's move some of this out of the way. So we have 4 07, just sitting here by itself. It's around the height of the devil, yeah? I've been lurking for a little bit. Seems your sleuths are contributing a wealth of ideas. That they are. We are solving this like a team, people. By the way, that does remind me. I want to mention this while I have a second. I have been looking to do a lot more of these puzzle-type games on stream. And I got a good deal on a few smaller ones. These are from the Exit series. These are basically billed as escape rooms in a box. But again, more mysteries, more puzzles. So this might be something I'm going to do more on stream later if you guys really like this. So it's a thing. A thing we might do in the future. All right, let's write this down. We have ENF XITI period WPWH PX WLVE QYSA YS, comma, DMTO SUA COBV OSH MHRIU XHLAAF, signed G. Okay. And yes, I will definitely retype that in the Discord so you guys can get a closer look at it. Pick in the Discord you want to pick? I'll give you a pick. All right. And again, those of you who are joining us, we do have a Gorehound Gaming Discord. If you join the Discord, you can actually see these clues I'm posting in there, so you guys can help solve the mystery along with me. Clue. Whoops. Help if I learn to type correctly. Clue 2. Well, thank you for the follow, Aqua. Welcome to the family. Glad to see ya. Hope you are enjoying the mystery. Clue 2. Letter to Sherry. There you guys go. Had to AFK for a little bit, but I'm back. Hoping for White Castles, but it was just cookies. Hey, I like cookies. I like cookies. This is interesting. Well, I'm glad you like it. And like I said, I am planning on doing more like this in the future. And if you guys really enjoy this, you know, I've got a discount code for the first entry in a new monthly subscription, where I might start doing I might actually set up a subscription for the new Hunt-A-Killer season, which is a cold case from the 50s about a dead actress. Sounds really interesting, and like I said, I had fun a couple years ago with their Supernatural spinoff, Empty Faces. Absolutely fantastic. Loved every minute of it. I wanted to get back into it, but I figured this smaller retail set was an easier way to get back into it and gauge if you guys really wanted it. You guys really seem to be enjoying the interaction, and I'm having fun with that too, so I say we make this a regular thing. But again, we'll see how that goes from here. But alright, so the code we had earlier was what was it, shift 2, shift 1, 1, 2, and so on. Hey, Joe! Good to see you. Welcome to the party. I like cookies, but I really want me some White Castles. I mean, I love White Castles. People just don't like me when I eat them. I bet you all didn't know I could do a little ASMR. I'm a man of many talents. I hope you appreciate that. Did I just make things weird? I'm glad I could do that. You want me to do the rest of the stream in the ASMR voice? I suppose I could do that. Just for you guys. No, I don't think I could do that. I'd probably bust out laughing in the next couple of minutes. But let's see. All right, so hang on, I'm just gonna. So we said it was can't wait to see you again. So that should help us figure out the rest here. Need code typed out still, please? Well, I suppose I could do that for you, Crowbar, just because I like you. Make it a point reward? Boop! Yeah, I could make that a point reward. All right, let's see. Here we go. 407 ENFXITI. Now, making out the spaces in this one is a little tougher, so the spaces might not be right. Point reward, 5 minutes of ASMR. You know, I could do that. I could do that. Space, WP, WH, PX, WLVE, QYSA, YS, comma, DMTOSUA, COBV, OSHIT, what? MHR, IU, XHLAAF, excuse me, signed G. There's the text in the Discord for you guys, okay? 4E0N7F? ENF? Not sure about the O. Huh. Not sure about the numbers, but we'll double check those. And again, we've got one more item in here. Tell you what, we'll come back to this, but I want to check all the items in the box. Because this one, a last will and testament. Huh. All right. I, Nicholas Daniel Webster of Perdition, Indiana, being of sound mind and body, or sound mind and not under duress of any kind, and fully aware of the nature and extent of my property and of its disposition herein, do hereby declare this document to be my last will and testament, and hereby revoke any and all wills I have previously made. Expenses and taxes. I direct that all of my outstanding debts, including any expenses incurred after my death, such as funeral and burial costs, to be paid out of my estate as soon after my death as it is reasonably possible to do so. I further direct that any and all estate and inheritance tax shall be paid out of my estate before the dispensation stipulated below. Disposition of property. I bequeath the remainder of my estate to the following beneficiaries. To Joan Campbell of Perdition, Indiana, by way of apology for the trouble she suffered because of me, I leave the amount of $5,000 in support of the Save Devil's Well Foundation. Should she fail to survive me for any reason, or for any reason choose to refuse this bequest, this amount shall be donated to the Perdition Animal Rescue Society in the name of Vinegar Tom the cat. Her cat died. Vinegar Tom. Okay. Well, yeah, I know it's above, the 407 was above the letters, but I think that might be a separate thing. Possibly. Maybe, I don't know. So, yeah, Joan Campbell, her cat died because of somebody driving drunk. And she mentioned innocent house cats, and for Vinegar Tom. So that proves that she's the one who was with the guy on the Facebook analog. I've always felt terrible that the driver who killed your Tom was leaving Old Scratch. I don't blame you for holding a grudge. I hope this makes things right. I should have done it sooner. For Donna Marie Goddard of Perdition, Indiana, in recognition of her years of loyal patronage, I provide that she shall receive free drinks at Old Scratch Tavern for the period of her natural life, or for as long as the bar remains in business, whichever is longest. Should she fail to survive me for any reason, refuse this request, it is not transferable to any other individual. You supported me from the very start, and I want you to know you'll always be welcome at Old Scratch. Now that's actually really sweet, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tearing up a little at that one. That's just nice. To Carmen Maria Royas of Perdition, as a thanks for her steadfast service and honest friendship, I leave the remainder of my estate, including Old Scratch Tavern and all associated assets, the balance of my retirement account, and the payout of my life insurance policy? Should she fail to survive me or for any reason refuse this bequest, then I devise and bequeath the remainder of my estate to her sister, Christina. It's the least I can do for you, kiddo. You're the best damn bartender in Indiana and the kind of family I always hoped I'd find. I couldn't leave the bar in better hands. He left damn near everything to Carmen, not his wife. Oh, I bet his wife was pissed. Omission. I have intentionally and not as a result of any mistake or inadvertence omitted in this will to provide for my spouse, Sherry Ann Webster. I know you never cared much for the bar, but I thought at least you still cared for me. I was a fool to think so, but better if... Exactly, Jilly-Foo! Exactly! I know you never cared much for the bar, but I thought at least you still cared for me. I was a fool to think so, but better a fool than a liar, I guess. Oh, he knew she was fucking around! I, the undersigned Nicholas Daniel Webster, do hereby declare this document as my last will and testament, that I sign it willingly in the presence of both the undersigned witness, and that I execute it as my free and voluntary act for the purposes expressed herein on this 3rd day of December. The 3rd of December. He filed this just a few days before he died. Seriously, he put this in just 4 days before he was killed. Holy shit. Nicholas, we the undersigned attest on the 3rd day that above named testator being the sound mind declared this will testament. Courtney Helen Smith, and a signature I can't read. He left damn near everything to Carmen, and his will even includes a last F you to his wife. Oh, man. Wow. Oh yeah, wife is looking awful sus. But now we got to translate this message. This message and this phone number, I think, are the last couple of clues. I'm curious. This is probably not going to do anything, but 812. I'm not actually calling it, but I'm looking it up in a phone book. 202 6104. It's a mobile phone, but it is an Indiana area code. There's something about a real estate agent. Oh, you actually tried calling it, Judo? That would have been funny if you got an answer. Yeah, that is an Indiana area code. Something about a real estate agent? Yeah, didn't have the phone number listed on the emails. Mr. Travert. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, the only one of these characters who doesn't have a solid alibi is the wife. She had the desire to kill him. This coded message, though, that... We need to talk. Talk about the Devil's Well land. Yeah. Huh. Huh. What does Google Foo bring up? No, I put it in and it's a cell phone. It's a cell phone number. What's circled on the menu? Yeah, we already looked at this one. We pulled that up here. Out, damn spot. So we had, we saw this coded message. On the back it said, we need to talk. And it says, Wednesday about Devil's Well land, 11 p.m. So, again, somebody tried to get him out there to talk about the land. But it was coded, like that. They didn't want anybody else knowing that that's what they were trying to talk about, I guess. All right, let's take care of this. All right. Let's see here. So we know that this was C because it came from Sherry to Chris, right? So this might also be C. If that's the case, 2, 3, 4, so it's a shift 4, but this was a rolling shift. This was a rolling shift. Crowbar, do you have the pattern from the last one? Well, we've looked at all the clues we've had. The only thing that we don't have anything to work with yet is this phone number. Now, granted, it said that Goddard left this for Nick the night he died. figured it out for the clue yet. Okay. Oh, so it's not the same one as the last one. Okay. Well, let's do some digging here. We'll see what we get. We've got a couple of two-letter words. So we've got a PX, a YS, and an IV. So we're looking at it, is, as, to. So there aren't many opposites there. 407 repeats 0, no shift. Oh, you went the wrong way. That might be a problem. It was 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2. 407 repeats 0 equals no shift. Oh, the 407 might be the code. Yeah, okay. That's the key to it. So if E is 4, so 1 2 3 4, that's A. O is no shift, so N. F7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Any, and then 407 again. So it's 407, 407, 407. Just seeing if this works. Put it in chat. Okay. I want to work it out for myself. Boop! He did a boop! So X, 1 2 3 4, T, anytime. 2 3 4. Yep. 0 is W. This is a response to the last letter. Can I borrow the car? Anytime. C W I S H, no shift. Wish. P, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I X is 4. 1 2 3 4. Wish it. Oh, that is cool. I love cracking codes. W L. Let's see. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. E. Wish. V. 1 2 3 4. Wish it were. Whoops. Put too many on there. Yeah, wish it were. Wish it were just us. Wish it were just us. Excuse me. 7. 1 2 3 4. With betting without. Yep. Without Your old man I-N T-H E 4. Oh, that must be 2 words. All right, they're written as one. Put a in there. A in the way. Anytime, wish it were just us without your old man in the way. Yeah, so that confirms it. Sherry and Chris were definitely involved. At this point, sure, it was the wife, kills her husband, sells the property for the money to run away with the deputy, I think. Yeah, but is there proof there? The wife is similar height to the devil, yeah. Could have worn the dude's boots since she borrowed his car. This is a valid point. She had his car and the boots were, in fact, in the car. So these 3 items were in the locked container. I will put these back in here. It's a nice bag, honestly. But like I said, I can't really use it to store anything important because everybody on stream saw the code. Oops. Come on, you get down in now. All right. That was cool. The raids, then pop, it opens up. All right, so let's lock this bad boy back up. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That is cool. I dig that. I'm going to start slowly putting some of this back in the box. Just to get it out of the way here. All right. Chris. Yes. So, again, based on what we've established, we know Chris has an alibi. So, Chris and Sherry were together. We know that. We know Chris, we have proof he gave a ticket to Goddard just minutes before the murder. Have to do some computer surgery, so I'm gonna head out for now. Hey, thank you for coming by, Jade. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. That meant the world to me. You're also going to be leading him on. There's more easily frame him. That's also true. That's also true. We know Sherry borrowed the car. When did she borrow? What's the postmark on this? Doesn't have a postmark. So I don't know when she sent this. If I knew when she sent it, that would have really helped. Borrowed car from Chris. Huh. Yeah. The only thing that still makes me wonder is this phone number. We know that Joan. She has an alibi for the ceremony, which was corroborated via witness. Right? Yep. So we can corroborate her by the witness. Both Goddard and Chris simultaneously verify the alibi of the other. Yeah, it's definitely in Indiana. Call it? I don't know about that. All right, guys, I think we've got this. I think we've got this. But are we willing? Wait a minute, Crowbar, you actually called it? You actually called it, Crowbar? Hang on. Oh, boy. All right, guys. I'm going to put this on speakerphone. Oh, wait, I'll stay for this. All right. This is going to be interesting. 1-812-202-6104. Now, Crowbar, if this gets me in trouble...
You've reached Donna Goddard at Who's Your Realtor. I'm currently out of town on business. If you're interested in scheduling a showing for a commercial or residential property, please leave a message and I'll be happy to set something up when I get back from Indianapolis.
Whoa! Okay. That was Goddard's phone number. That was cool. It was the phone number to one of the characters in the story. Yeah, seriously, Judo, talk about immersion. That's awesome. That's actually really fucking cool. That is wicked. I love it. I didn't think they'd actually go to that kind of trouble. That is amazing. All right, but I'm willing to say we've got it. Oh, it's actually a sealed envelope. Ta-da! We did the thing! Is that an alibi? Well, no, remember. It said she left after the funeral. Her alibi is the ticket. She got the ticket. The ticket was for her car. We know she left the bar not long before the murder. See, this ticket was issued like 3 minutes before we saw the devil in the window, right? Like 3 minutes beforehand. Maybe 2. It was 3:33. So again, yeah, we know that she was getting that ticket at the same time Nick was chasing after the devil in the parking lot. We also know that Chris was the one who gave her the ticket because we matched the badge number from his notebook, badge 33, to the badge number on the ticket. All right? The only person without a solid alibi is Sherry. But we do know that she had motive selling selling the property. We know that she had the means to do it. And I'm pretty sure that we know the method now too. She took Chris's car, which had his boots in it. She probably wore his boots to implicate him. Yep. What do you say? Are you guys ready? Do not open until you're sure you know who the killer is. To confirm your theory without spoiling the solution and to receive an exclusive epilogue after you've solved the case, consult the online hints at deathofthedivebar.com. There's an epilogue. Oh, we're going to have to check that out. I'm pretty certain, too. I think we've got this figured out. I think we've nailed this. Funny, Asri. Yeah. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Anything else in here? Oh, there's more. There's several things in here. Okay, hang on. Webster's death, a murder. Suspect arrested. The death of Old Scratch Tavern owner Nicholas Webster has been reclassified as a murder. According to the official paperwork filed this week, though Webster's December 7th death was initially ruled an accident, the case was recently reopened as a homicide. Sheriff Paul Mcginty confirmed a suspect is now in custody in connection with Webster's death. Sherry Webster, the victim's widow, has been charged with the murder of her husband, the motive of which is believed to be financial gain. The sheriff's offer announced there will be an external inquiry into the handling of the investigation into Webster's death. While Sheriff Mcginty would not discuss the scope of this inquiry, he did confirm that Deputy Christopher Thomason, the officer in charge of the original investigation, has been suspended without pay. According to Carmen Royes, an employee at the bar Mr. Webster owned, the case was solved thanks to new evidence. Yes! Victory! Victory! Yeah! New evidence uncovered by a private investigator. That's me with you guys. None of this would have happened without the help of Gray Investigations, she said. I'll always be grateful to the investigator who worked my case. Hey, look! They're reopening the bar! Oh, that's cute. They're reopening the bar. Gray Investigations. Hello, investigator. Nice work. Thanks to you, Sherry Webster is behind bars, and your client Carmen found justice for her friend. I knew you were up to this challenge. You can bet I'll be turning to you for help on future cases, too. Congratulations on your success, Michelle. We got it, guys. We figured this out. That is brilliant. Now, it did say there was an epilogue we can check out on the website. You guys want to see that? You guys want to see the epilogue? I don't know about you, but I want to see the epilogue. All right, let me go ahead and put these things back in the box. All right, try to get these in here in some sense of order. All right, that goes last. We got some pictures. We got the menu. We got a mean, angry letter. We had a photograph. Ticket. We got that. Yeah. Also, thank you for the bits for the sound effects. And that's going to be near the top. Check this stuff out. Didn't think I'd be into it, but this is fun. Now, granted, like I said, this is a retail version of the game. Now, to Hunt a Killer is actually a monthly subscription service. There we go. Put these in here. It's actually a monthly subscription service. I want to say a couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I did one of their spin-offs. They have a supernatural spin-off called Empty Faces. And I did that on stream. Every month, they sent out a box with a handful of clues, documents, and whatnot. And you had to piece together the story over the course of a year. Well, 6 months, actually. And I really enjoyed it, and that's what inspired me to get this. In fact, I should have it nearby. Hold on a second. Yeah, here it is. I actually kept a folder with the documents and props from Empty Faces. So again, we had letters, we had journal scans, we had more letters, we had coded messages and cipher, photographs, pages ripped from books. And that was an absolutely fantastic experience. So when I saw this, I thought it was a great way to get back into the Hunt-A-Killer format without investing in a full subscription. Now, it is about $30 a month, but if you guys really enjoyed this, I may definitely be into that. Again, if anybody is interested in the subscription, it's just huntakiller.com. The current season is Old Scratch. And if you use the promo code Old Scratch, you get 25% off your first box. Just tell them I sent you. I will say the Hunt-A-Killer media, or their online media, has been really active. Like, anytime I posted anything about Hunt-A-Killer, they have always responded on Twitter and Instagram. So they are paying attention to people who are, talking about their stuff. This has been really good. I really enjoyed this. But, the epilogue. I totally forgot. Hang on. Hold on. So with the hints and everything, let me pull this up, and then we'll take a look at what that epilogue was, okay? All right, we need to go to deathatthedivebar.com. We want hints and reveals. Real quick, let us add let's do a display capture. There, now you guys can actually see it. Let's see, the password they gave us was DEVL0666. All right, Death at a Dive Bar, hints and solutions. Solve the case, click here to receive an exclusive epilogue to the story. I'm just curious what we got here. Hints, suspected profile, hint 1, 2. Email printout hint. Reveals. Oh, so I can just click on all those and it'll tell me point blank at what everything is. But let's take a look at our exclusive epilogue. Enter your email address below to receive an exclusive epilogue that provides more details about the resolution of the crime. Okay, well, never mind. That doesn't help much. So, okay, let me... let's turn that off for a second. Let me see if I can get it emailed to me. I don't want to show you guys my email. Not that I don't trust you guys, but Watch your inbox for the epilogue. Oh, you want to hydrate? You got it. Don't want to send any pizzas to your email. I mean, maybe. I might likey some pizza. Let's see. It's probably going to wind up in my junk. Unless they don't send it right away. Oh, there's the Twitch notification for new followers. Well, maybe they don't send it immediately. Well, that may be something we have to take a look at later. Assuming it might take a minute or two, yeah. Although I'm used to, like the confirmation emails when you change your password and whatnot. You get those, like, within seconds of pushing the button. Oh, there it is. Hunt a killer. Got it. Here we go. Great work solving Death at the Dive Bar. Now that you've cracked the case, check out this exclusive epilogue from your contact, Carmen. Her letter includes more information about the resolution of the mystery and what happened to the suspects. All right. Oh, that's cute. All right, I just pulled it up on my phone, but it's an actual scan of a letter on the old Scratch notary stuff. Let me read this to you guys, okay? Hi there, investigator. I wanted to thank you for your help in Nick's case. I spent so long thinking nobody would ever know the truth about what happened, and now everyone does, because of you. I always thought Nick was in love with Sherry, but she really must have hated him to do what she did. She put a lot of planning and hard work into destroying someone who only ever wanted to make her happy. When she couldn't ruin his life, she decided to kill him. At least Nick saw through Sherry in the end. Chris, on the other hand, will have to live with the fact that Sherry made him an accessory to her crime. He swears he didn't know what she was doing, and I think he's telling the truth. After all, you discovered that Sherry was the one scheming to sell the land, or to sell the bar behind Nick's back, and she's the only person who could have been running around in that devil mask lighting those fires. You worked out that Joan was busy with her ritual on the night of the murder, and Chris was giving Donna a ticket, so it's not like either of them could have made it back to the Devil's Well in time to push Nick. See, we got that. Based on the evidence you uncovered, the prosecution was able to prove that Sherry showed up at Chris's house the night to give herself an alibi, then used his car and his boots to frame him for Nick's death. In the end, she used Chris just like she used Nick. Sherry is still insisting she's innocent, but the jury thought otherwise. When it came out during Sherry's trial that she was planning to sell the bar to those developers from Indianapolis, public opinion about the Devil's Well land deal changed pretty quickly. It's looking like the town council won't get enough votes to sell after all. And the Save Devil's Well Foundation has about 100 members now, which makes Joan pretty happy, I think. She finally got a new cat, Pyewacket, which has improved her mood a lot. That's a weird name for a cat. Donna's been a huge help getting all the paperwork sorted out now that I own the bar. She says she's only in it for free drinks, but I know she likes having someone she can talk to about Nick. He meant so much to so many people around here, more than he ever knew. Old Scratch won't be the same without him, but I'm glad he'll be able to keep the doors open. I want to do things with this place that would make him proud. I'm finally getting around to some renovations that Nick put off for years, and Donna and I are making some updates to the menu. Speaking of which, we decided to add a drink in your honor. We're calling it the Detective Daiquiri. I hope when you have one, it reminds you of the people here in Perdition raising a glass to you. Sincerely, Carmen Royas. And it's got the recipe! Oh, it's got the recipe! Hang on. Let's see what's in this drink she made for us. Assuming it might be a minute. Yes, I'll send you a triple cheese deluxe plus breadsticks. I dig it. That was easier than I expected. I'm back. Glad to see you, Jade. Turns out we figured it out. We got the answer right. And we're currently reading an epilogue that they emailed to me. So the Detective Daiquiri, the new drink at the bar in our honor. Combine 2 ounces light rum, 1 ounce lime juice, 3/4 ounce honey syrup, and 2 cups of ice in a blender. Blend until smooth, pour into a glass, and garnish with a lime slice. I'd drink it. For a non-alcoholic version, substitute strong ginger beer for the rum. Blend the other ingredients until they reach a slushy consistency, then add the ginger beer and pulse briefly to combine. Also has instructions on how to make honey syrup. Combine 2 parts honey with 1 part warm water until mixed. Joan says to use local honey if you can find it. That is cool. Again, we got a letter from one of the characters. That is really nice. Oops, we're going to put the instructions back in here. And like I said, you know, since I've solved the mystery, I think what I'm going to do, I want to give this to somebody else. Somebody who may want a chance at solving a mystery of their own. You know what? That might be a thing. I want to see if we can get this box to other streamers who want to do this. So do me a favor, guys. If you know any streamers who like mysteries or like stories, or they have fun with unboxings, let me know so I can go check out their stuff and see if they're interested in getting this. Because I want to keep this going. I want to spread this around. I want to share this story. Since I've done all I can with it, since I've solved the mystery, and I know everybody here has already seen it, I think just keeping the box is a bit of a waste. I really do. But if I can share this story with other people, I think we'll have something on our hands. So let's keep an eye on that. Again, if you can think of anybody you know who might be interested, make sure they don't watch this stream. Make sure they don't watch this stream and spoil it, you know? Where's Murder when we need her? Hey, Murder, get in here and make us this drink. No kidding. I would drink it right now. I would totally drink one of those right now. But that is awesome. And again, if you guys want to get a copy of this for somebody you know, or maybe you just want to add one to your collection or whatever, these are available at Target and on Amazon right now. And you can always go to huntakiller.com and you could sign up for their new subscription package. And again, remember, if you use the code OLDSCRATCH, you'll get a 25% off discount on your first month's box. And if you want to help me get another subscription of the full mail-in version, consider dropping a donation or subbing. If I can get some new subs, like if I can get like, this says 15, but if I can get 10, I'll be happy, and I can see about getting another one of these, because I'm enjoying doing the mystery. I really am liking this. It did take us a little longer than the 45 to 60 minutes the box said, but that's because we were, sitting here speculating, code cracking, and all that whatnot. I bet if you had more than one person, you could probably get it done faster on your own. Granted, I did have all of you guys. I did not do this on my own. I probably would have gotten stuck on several of these puzzles if it were not for you guys, especially Crowbar. Crowbar and Games, you guys really carried your weight here. Whoa! Holy moly! Games, thank you so much! That's 5 gift subs? Thank you, dude! Like, seriously! More noise! Wow! Thank you so much, man. That was epic. You did not have to do that, but thank you so much. Seriously, dude. Oh! Ah! I love that sound effect. You guys all get epic bro fists. One for you, and one for you, and one for you, and one for you. And of course, a big one for Mr. Me Plays Games. Seriously, that's awesome, man. Seriously, like, wow. All right. I won't lie. Today started off really, fucking bad. There we go. Yeah, today started off really fucking bad. I will not lie. But tonight, I feel better than I have in a week. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this. You really don't know how much I appreciate this support. I mean, it means the whole damn world to me. And yes, Wayne, you almost scared the piss out of me. And you did clip that, didn't you? You did clip that, yes? And again, I'm so happy you guys enjoyed this. I cannot wait to do more of these. I cannot wait. Like I said, I do have these 2 boxes from Exit. The format's a little different. They're not as document heavy. These are more puzzle focused, like escape rooms in a box. So I do want to do these at some point in the future. And again, if it turns out you guys really enjoy these kind of streams, I will make an effort to make these a regular thing on this channel. I will go out of my way. I will get another subscription to Hunt a Killer, and I'll do a whole season. I will go out of my way to find more of these Exit games. There's also the Unlock series. There are the Escape Room in a Box games. I may even set it up where I have other people come in and do them with me. But anytime I do one of these, you guys are always welcome to come and play along. You know what? These are going to be a community thing here for Gorehound Gaming. I'm going to make that a solid promise right now. That anytime I do one of these mysteries or puzzle box games, these are going to be a community experience. It's not just me. You guys are going to play along with me every single time. So this is going to be our thing. It's going to be a Gorehound Gaming, a Gorehound family event. That is my promise to you guys, because I had way too much fun doing this, and it sounds like you guys enjoyed it too, so I want to keep that going. Oh, I feel so good right now. But I will say, my throat is starting to get a little rough because I have been talking an awful lot tonight. We have been online for almost 3 hours now, and I've been talking almost nonstop the whole time. So I'm going to go get a cup of tea. Ah, thank you, Wayne. I do need another drink. By the way, can't really see the pattern, but this amazing glass was made for me by... excuse me. This was made by Jade in chat. Jade is an amazing streamer. Have you officially transitioned over fully to a VTuber, Jade? Yes? I didn't know if that was like an ongoing thing or if the transition was complete. Okay, full-time VTuber. There we go. There we go. So, you know, there's some other... You know what? Actually, you know, I'm going to spread the love. I'm going to spread the love right now. So, you know, I got a couple of other streamers in here. So let's... Let's do some shout-outs real quick. Oop, did I not put that on here? Hang on a second. Hold on. Oops. Un momento. I forgot I didn't put that on here. Add source. Put that right here in the middle. Well, yeah, it's not. But I did put it in there, so now let's try this again. There we go.
I mean, yeah, this is how I look IRL. I mean, what is IRL?
What is IRL?
A breaking character.
And, of course, we've also got Jillyfoo here.
you motherfucker. Oh, you motherfucker. I genuinely got worried. I'm like, I don't remember Mr. X being in this part of the game.
And let's see, mi Paco amigo, or mi amigo Paco is in here, or Paco mi amigo. Sorry, I always get that back out of order.
Well, that's fun. Well, let's go through the hell portal. Oh, there's...
Run.
And let's see, Dropkick Rabbit was in here earlier. So I want to give some love there. I'm just going to spread all the love. Go follow all these wonderful, amazing people.
Jesus Christ. Garrus, don't do that.
His cat scared the crap out of him.
My fucking cat just spooked me. Tapped me on the shoulder. It's just like, what the fuck? Don't do that. Don't do that. I love you, but don't do that. For real.
I love you, but don't do that. And let's see, games, do you stream? Because if you do, I want to give you a massive shout out for the support tonight. Reminds me of Dropkick Murphys. Oh, I haven't listened to Dropkick Murphy in a while. Ugh. No, but you plan on it? Well, when you do, let me know, because I want to send some love your way. Got to share that love. Let's see. Did we have any other streamers in here? Reinbach, do you stream? Because if you stream, I definitely want to give you some love, too. Everybody gets love! And Crowbar is here, too. So I know Crowbar needs a little love.
It's hopeless. We can't keep them out. So it's finally happening. A moment, sir.
By the way, Crowbar also plays in the D&D game that I'm running with Semper Zombie and several other amazing streamers.
Faithful retainer to his family's liege, with the courage and strength of 100 men.
So yeah, we had a lot of great people in here tonight, some wonderful streamers. You guys showed me an amazing amount of support tonight. I think we all had a ton of fun solving this mystery together. Oh, your roommate. Okay, that's cool. Well, again, thank you guys so much. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate all this love and support. And, you know, I really needed it tonight. I will not lie. I needed it big time. Let's see. I think it's about time we wrap things up because I definitely need to get something to drink before I go to bed. Who is online that we can show a little love to? Ooh, my buddy Steele is online. Oh, okay, you're Cryogun's roommate. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm glad you had fun, Reinbach. I know I had a ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing this again. So for now, let's go ahead and I'm going to send you guys over to my buddy Steele. Looks like he is playing Outriders. My bad, Outriders. So let's go ahead and set up a quick raid. Not exclamation, it's /raid. Reinbach is epic? Oh, really? Well, Reinbach, I expect to see the epic nature of your return on the next stream. Don't ask me why I did the accent, it just kind of came out. That happens sometimes. I can tell you a story about a time I got in trouble with a guy in customer support. Good. I hope you will return. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Well, again, I'm so thankful for you guys. But there we go. So I'm going to send you guys off to my man, Steel. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys on the next stream. I am hoping to stream maybe Friday night will be my next stream. Not sure what I'm going to be doing, but I know it's going to be good because you guys will all be there. Don't forget to join the Gorehound Gaming Discord. Thank you for the link, Azri. I really appreciate that. That's usually one of the first places you're going to hear about when I'm going to be streaming and what I'm doing. It's also where I get feedback, post fun ideas, that kind of thing. Great community hub. I hope you guys all decide to join us. If not, why not? Because you guys are amazing. And you'll only make our community stronger. Love you guys bunches. And once again, and as always, I am the big nerd himself, the king of overpriced white garbage. I am Kirkimus Prime. And until next time, stay prime, everybody. Love ya. Good night, everybody.